Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy KarlisMusik, and I'm back with another tutorial. That's right, another tutorial. Now, in this tutorial, we'll be studying Whitney Houston's Hold On, Help Is On the Way from The Preacher's Wife soundtrack. Look, rest in peace to one of the greatest voices ever. And I'll do my best to interpret these chords and progressions, and if it can help anybody with this song, then I'm all for it. Let's get to it. All right, so like I said, I cannot pay enough homage to the one and only legendary Whitney Houston. There will never be another. Rest in peace. Gone too soon, right? So what we start off with is piano, right? So it's going to start right here. Right, now that progression right there is going to be the bulk of the verse, right? So what we start off with is this E sus4 with the B in the bass. B in the bass, A in the right hand, B, E. And you know what?
Time for some theory.
Yes, that's right. Right, so since we call this chord right here an E sus4, right? With this B in the bass, right? So what we have is deriving from this E major chord, A flat, B, E, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to replace, right? We're going to replace this note here with the 4, right? Sustaining the 4. So if we're starting off in our E major scale, E, F sharp, A flat, right? And our A here. So this is our 4. So we'll take our A flat and replace it with the 4. There's your E sus4 with the B in the bass, right? B in the bass, A in the right hand, B, E. Next chord, E7. E in the bass, A flat in the right hand, B, D. Now these are all 2, 5, 1s, right? So there's our 2, 5, and here's our 1, our A minor 7. A in the bass, E in the right hand, G, C, right? So that first one, right? Then our second one is going to be this, first grab this G, right? So if we're coming from here, right, now this is going to be our F sharp 7 sus4 with a C sharp in the bass. C sharp in the bass, B in the right hand, E, F sharp, right? So like I said, we're grabbing that G first, F sharp 7, right? F sharp in the bass, F sharp in the right hand, B flat, E. Right? Another 2, 5, 1, right? And that's going to end off on that B minor 7. B in the bass, F sharp in the right hand, A, D. And then we'll do this G, A, B. Another 2, 5, 1. So F sharp minor 7, F sharp in the bass, A in the right hand, D flat, E, B7 with a 9, B in the bass, A in the right hand, D flat, E flat, to our E minor 7, E in the bass, G in the right hand, B, D, right? So now we can hit that one a couple different ways. This 2, 5, like that way we can hit it, or you can do just a straight B7, B in the bass, A in the right hand, B, E flat, right? So either way, and then we'll do this, right? So that it's going to be our G sus4 with the D in the bass, right? A lot of sus4s here. D in the bass, G in the right hand, C, D, to our G major, G in the bass, G in the right hand, B, D, right? So let's go back there, go back over that. Right? Hold that G major, and then you're going to get into the verse, right? So let's go ahead and do the verse, and then we'll get into the hook and explain what's going on in the hook, right? So here we go.
When you're down and in despair, don't be uneasy because he'll be there. Don't you worry, no, don't you fret. The Lord has never failed you yet. Hold on, help is on the way. Hold on, help is on the way. Hold on, help is on the way.
Right? So we could just stop right there. Right, so of course the verse, right? Right? You're gonna do that twice, right? But on that second time or after that second time, we'll. So B, C, C sharp. We have our D flat 7 with a 9, right? That's our transitioning chord from the verse to the hook, right? C sharp in the bass, F in the right hand, B, E flat, right? That transition, and then we'll do this C7, right? C in the bass, G in the right hand, B flat, E. That's what the bass man is doing, I think. C, D, F. And you'll hear this, right? So that'll be our D minor chord, all with this F in the bass, not necessarily, right? Because the bass man is kind of running, but that riff, this D minor chord, right? A in the right hand, D, F, A, right? So C major chord, G, C, E, G. And then we have this G7 without the G in the bass, right? So F, B, D, F, right? So, right? And then we'll hit that C7 again, right? C in the bass, B flat in the right hand, E, G, just a different inversion, right? There's that G sus4 with the D in the bass, just different inversion, right? D in the bass, C in the right hand, D, G, right? So we can go to this G7, G in the bass, F in the right hand, B, D, or you can go straight G major, right? So right, and then transitioning with that chord every time, right? So, and then you can bring it down an octave lower, right? Right, same D minor, C major, G7, right? Without the G in the bass, of course, right? So, right? Now, I believe she does that 6 times on the first time, right? On the first hook, right? So, right? Now, when she comes to that last one, it's going to hold it, right? And we're going back into the verse, right? So, right? Right back. Everybody see that? right? So that's what we're doing for the first verse and the second verse. Doing that twice, right? That progression twice. Right? For each verse, we're doing it twice. And then when we transition from that second verse to the second hook, nice chord, D flat 7 with a 9, right? And then we'll go back. Right? So right there. Now on the second hook, I believe she just only does it 2 times. Count it out, right? I'm giving you the chords, right? Now, after that second hook, we're going to go into this change, right? So if we're here, right? So let's just start from there. And then we'll explain what's going on, right? So
He may not come when you want him, but he'll be right there on time. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Help is on the way.
right, and then the vamp right there. So what we're doing on that change. Now remember, it's coming out of that second hook into this change, right? So if we're where am I at? Right, and then we're coming here to the C major, C in the bass, G in the right hand, C, E, G. Now with the C still in the bass, we're gonna go to this D major chord, A in the right hand, D, F sharp, A, right? So. And then we'll go to this B minor 7, right? So holding that same chord, but just switching the bass from C to a B, right? Same chord, right? So, right? And then we'll do this, right? All those chords, just 2 chords, right? So we're switching that bass note, 1, 2, 3, 4. But 2 chords, right? So C major first, C in the bass, G in the right hand, C, E. This G major with the B in the bass, B in the bass, G in the right hand, B, D, A minor 7, right? A in the bass, G in the right hand, C, E, G major, right? G in the bass, G in the right hand, B, D. So you notice that's just 2 chords, the C major and the G major, right? We're going to go to this F sharp minor 7 again, right? We have the notes of that, but just in case, F sharp in the bass, A in the right hand, D flat E, B7, B in the bass, A in the right hand, B, E flat, E minor 7, E in the bass, G in the right hand, B, D. Then we have this A7 with a 9, A in the bass, G in the right hand, B, D flat, right? And then we'll hit that, right? So that change again. B minor 7, we'll walk it down. Now, when we come here for the vamp, we're going transition, right? C7, G sus4 with the D in the bass, to the G7 or the G major, whichever you want, right? So, right? And then you can do the riff, right? Same thing. Up top if you want to. Change the inversion, right? Whatever you want to do is the vamp. Right? Same thing all the way through. C7, G sus4 with the D in the bass, G major or G7, right? Right, that move. So if you have your G major, slide from the B flat to the A to the G, A, right? Look, and that's the entire song, people. Look, I hope this helped you. And if it helped you, won't you like the video, share the video, comment on the video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell. Hey, look, it's KarlisMusik, and I'm out.